Hello there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Breckbill. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Labor Day. And we're going to jump right in here because I want to share what we created in my WOW class in August. So just last week. So this is going to go a couple weeks while I show you all of the projects. But one thing I wanted to say really quick is that the holiday catalog is coming out. It will be live on September 4th. So if you do not have a copy yet, you do not have a current demonstrator you're working with, hit me up and I will get you a copy of our holiday catalog so that you can pour through it, you can highlight it, you can make notes, you can make your little wish list because it's got some amazing things in there for this season. Now, we are not quite working with Christmas just yet. I am in my studio, but I haven't really done any wow type things just yet. We started off our Christmas Stamp-A-Stack in August, so we're getting a head start on those holiday cards. But I do want to show you this project that is from, I swore I wrote her name down, Lynn Dunn. So this is a case from her. It is called the Never Ending Card. It's an oldie but a goodie. So this is one of the first WOW cards I probably made like 18 or 20 years ago. And we are going to use the Good Morning Magnolia Suite. So we've got the dies, we've got the stamps, and we're going to definitely use that gorgeous DSP. Let me get these things out of the way here. So I did create a belly band for this just to hold the card shut. And I didn't really do any decorations. So in class, what I wanted them to do was just kind of get the mechanism of how this works. And then you can take this and do it any way, shape, or form that suits you. So all you need to do is just start flipping and your card just doesn't ever stop. It just keeps opening. Now here's where I would put my sentiment or my note to my friend, but you just keep going and it just never ends. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys the logistics of it, and you can decorate it and make it pretty at home. So I've got all my little pieces here ready to go, and I'm not sure I'm even going to assemble it because you guys can do your DSP at home or whatever you choose. This would kind of be cool to do with Halloween as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with two pieces. I use basic black. They need to be quarter sheets of cardstock, so they are 5.5 by 4.25. So we're going to take our first one and we're going to put it in. I am using my Stampin' trimmer. I know this is a discontinued product, but we don't have a current one coming out just yet. And, you got to work with what you have. So the reason why I'm using this over my Simply Scored is because we need to score at 16ths, and that is not on the Simply Scored tool. So I had to go in and pull up my Stampin' trimmer. So we're going to do our 4 1/4 at the top, and we are going to score at 1 1/16, which actually, it's on both sides, which is wonderful on this Stampin' trimmer. So so that I have a little bit more room over here, I'm going to do the 1 1/16 on this side. And I will tell you, so I'm scoring straight down here, and then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to find the 1 1/16 on this side and do the same. Then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to cut it exactly in half at 2 3/4. Now, when you are doing this card, I can tell you that you want to make sure that you are doing your measurements right. So if you're a little bit off, it does affect the mechanism of your card. So I'm going to lay those two pieces off to the side, and I'm going to pull in my other quarter sheet of cardstock, and I'm going to put the 5.5 across the top, and I'm going to score at 1 3/8 on both sides. Oops, you need to be straight in there. Okay, so 1 3/8 on both sides. Then I'm going to turn it, and what am I cutting at? 2 1/8. I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. So now that's really it. I mean, Doesn't seem like much, but the card ends up being pretty cool. So what I do is I'm going to just kind of lay things the way that it's supposed to go. Okay, so on this panel, I've got score lines running this way, and on these panels, my score lines are running this way. So I'm not sure if they're showing up on the screen because it's black cardstock. So now what I want to do is I'm going to use tear and tape. That's my favorite for this project. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on one sec. Nope, changed my mind. Sorry, guys. I am going to use tear and tape. And the reason I do like tear and tape for this is because I can put it on and I can work with a panel at a time without having adhesive open and accidentally sticking where it shouldn't. So I'm going to do, in the little box to the top here, I'm going to do 2 strips of tear and tape, keeping in mind that I do not want to go any lower than this score line right here. So I kind of have an imaginary line right across there, and I don't want to have any adhesive any lower than that, where that score line is going to come across. And I need to do that on all of my pieces. And actually, I'm kind of wondering if I don't want to go this way. I think that's what we did in class, and that just gives me a little bit more coverage. Okay, so I've got that one done, and then I need to do the same thing on this one. Again, keeping in mind that I don't want to go past that score line where on the other panel. And there goes my nose, already starting to run this morning. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Get them back where they belong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this off. And I want to bring this panel over top exactly. And I want my corners to line up. Now, sometimes what I find is easier is actually to bring in a piece of paper that's white so that I can see very well here. And I'm gonna, oh my gosh, I don't have my glasses on. I say that every time. I'm still fighting the bifocals, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna have that so that my side is right and my top, okay? Just like that. So then I can flip this panel up, and this one's gonna go under just like this. So now I can kind of work with that panel here. And that's why I was gonna use fast fuse, because I thought, well, that'll be faster than you guys watching me sit and try and pick these. I don't even need my take your pick tool, but it's on my other table. Okay, so now same thing. These have to match corner to corner. We just don't want them to be crooked at all. And we're going to do the same thing with the next panel. I don't even have any fingers. This video is just going to crap real fast this morning. Did I just say I don't have fingers? I do have fingers. I don't have fingernails. Oh, help me. Okay, same deal here. And then we're just going to do this one. I think maybe I'll put my glasses on for my next video. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, there we are. So now we're just going to get that piece attached, okay? And that's really all it is. And now when you go to start folding this the first time, you have not done anything with your scores, so you kind of have to make the folds for them. Like, it just doesn't seem to want to go. And so we're just going to make those score lines nice and crisp. Okay, and then it's kind of always flipping from the middle. Okay. Nice and crisp score lines, and then that's going to fold, and then that's going to fold, and it'll just keep going. How about that? So now the only thing that you'll do, I have all kinds of DSP cut here, so I'm not gonna waste my time or waste your time making you guys watch how I put DSP on, because you know how to do that. So I'll show you again real slow, and I'm going to put the measurements on the site on this video so that you'll be able to know what you're cutting. And you can decorate it however you choose. It's just awesome. There you go. Okay, friends, that's all there is to it. And then of course you'd create a little belly band, and that just held it still. You can also make it go the orientation this way if you choose. So lots of possibilities with this endless card, which is amazing. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I am going to give this card away, so you can leave a comment. Now, remember, when you're leaving comments, you got to check back and make sure to see if you're a winner, because I've announced a couple winners over the week, last week, and nobody's contacted me, which means after 7 days, I'm going to find another winner. So leave a message, leave a comment, and then make sure you check back or check your inbox for a notice that you've won. All right, kids, thanks so much. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week for Movie Monday.